As we raise our voice. All right. What's going on, football fans? Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you are in. And welcome to Thursday Night Gridiron here on the Sports Insanity Network, sponsored by our friends at the Dugout of Millwood. I am Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy, and I am joined by Mark Oldowski Halpern.
I am here.
Our fearless leader has decided to come out of his cave.
Hey, new look too, by the way.
What was that?
Yeah. He's going for the Raleigh fingers.
Excellent. I'm out of my cave. I got the mustache going.
He's got the new mustache going. The president of the Sports Insanity Network, Lawrence Patchman Lang. Gentlemen, how we doing tonight?
I just ate dinner.
I'd like to go to bed.
That too. I can't wait to go to bed too. Right for bed.
Yeah.
Long day in the retail world selling fish.
Sounds like a fishy situation.
Long day of closing out books for the business.
Yeah, I had to deal with my worst enemy today, spreadsheets. I hate spreadsheets so much. But how to do it, folks? You got to do it. We got to make the money. So anyway, we welcome to Thursday Night Gridiron. Before we get to tonight's game, which is Jets Patriots, there is something we have to touch upon, and you heard me talk about it on Monday on SIP. But before we get to that, I have to put on the proper headgear.
And we all know why, too. There it is, the return of the bag here on
the bag is back, folks. The bag is back.
I'm surprised
Bill only throws the bag on when the Giants really screw the pooch.
Yes, folks.
I mean, they really didn't screw the pooch. They finally made a right move in the right direction. They're not like the Jets, where the Jets have said, here, take whatever you want, and we'll take whatever you want to give us in return. Kind of like a Michael Parsons
Giants
trade.
are 2-8, dude. This is beyond a bag-worthy season.
Well,
and just think we're only in the first half.
I will say this: I give the Giants credit. There was hope for the Giants, a little bit of hope. You had Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterboo, the life of the party, and then the life of the party kind of crashed and burned like having too many shots at a frat house, and then you're feeling it the next day, and the Giants fans are feeling it. Losing those two star players, and now it's just Jackson Dart and Jackson Dart alone because his coach is gone.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Brian Daboll was fired on Monday.
And I'd like to just shout out, I called it at the beginning of the season. I was the only one who said that Daboll would be fired before week 10.
Well, it was week 10. Yeah, it is week 10.
Oh, it was week 9.
Now week 9, because week 9 concluded with Monday Night Football, so it wasn't.
Okay, Mark, fine. You get 1 point for that. Do I have to continue with the bag on, or I could take it off?
No, you can get.
That's up to you. That's up to you.
You want to leave it on? Go for it. But I mean, it just shows how passionate Bill is, but we also know how good of a sport Bill is.
You texted me, goes, are we going to be blessed with the bag this evening? May I remind you, this bag has stayed clean for 4 years.
That's impressive.
And it is still in one piece.
We all know Bill deep down keeps it in a frame off camera and just stays there for special occasions.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember one time about a month ago, my girlfriend was over, and she's asking, why do you have a bag like that? I'm like, long story. But anyway, so yeah, no, I think the Giants made the right decision. Daboll, I said this on SIP, so here's the abbreviated version. the team just regressed. They regressed. But what still shocks me is why does Joe Shane still have a job?
Well, to answer your question, very simply, number one, Dable got the short end of the stick. You have no starting quarterback. You have to start a rookie in Jackson Dart. You lose Scatabo for the year. You lose Neighbors for the year, and the Giants couldn't recover. So ultimately, in football world, the first person to go is the coach. As for Joe Shane, I do not disagree with you at all. I am fully in 100% agreement he needs to go. You don't fire your general manager mid-season.
That is true. But now I was but now I say but Shane's gonna be involved in the head coaching search. Like on what planet does this make
No,
sense
he's
on?
not. No, he's
What?
not.
No,
No,
they
he
said
will
he
not
is.
be.
They said
Oh,
he is.
they're just making cover. He'll be fired at the end of this season. Once the season ends, you'll see Joan Shane gone. They're gonna rebuild this team, and I called it, and Mike Rifkin was the only one who disagreed with me. Bill Belichick will be the new coach of the New York Giants come next year.
But
I'm-
what,
I think
what is
listen,
in the air down there? You are on.
I am
No.
50-50 right now on that. On one hand, you know that is a job that Bill Belichick always wanted.
Yes.
That is a job he's always wanted. But on the other hand, they asked him this week and he said, "Listen, I'm focused on Wake Forest right now." But just with all of this and like, listen, as much as I couldn't stand the Patriots, especially in those years, I'd be doing backflips to have Belichick as head coach. But yeah, I bet Patchy would never hear me say that. But
That was not on the 2025 bingo card, especially coming from you and then from Mark.
But on the other hand, right now, just everything that's going on, especially with his girlfriend, fiance, I don't want this shit show distraction right now.
You're not gonna get it because he's gonna stay out in North Carolina and have a good time.
Yeah, no, part of me is thinking he's just gonna stay in North Carolina. He doesn't want. I think as much as he probably wants that job, he's always wanted that job. He's probably thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm good here.
Haven't
He
made out
wants
here.
the all-time coaching record. He's going to come back and coach the Giants, whether it's for 1 or 2 years, get the record, get that team reset, and groom somebody to be the head coach after him. He doesn't have a long time left to keep this up.
You got a better chance of him coaching the Cowboys before he coaches the Giants.
No, I don't want him as a
Oh,
Cowboys
shots
coach.
fired.
I don't want him as a Cowboys coach.
Got a better chance of him going back to the Patriots before he comes to the Giants.
Listen,
No, I like what Mike Vrabel's doing there.
I
Got a-
don't.
You got a better shot of him going to the Jets.
Well, he was already there.
Yeah, for
Again,
1 week.
listen, I don't want to play the horse race politics game now because it's too early to tell, but too early prediction. Who's Mark is saying it's going to be Belichick. Patch, too early prediction. Who do you think it's going to be? Giants head.
Mike McCarthy.
Okay. I'm hearing John Gruden's name floated around.
Yeah, Gruden. No, man, Gruden. There's too many sour chips still left in that apple from Las Vegas.
And I'll just say this, and because we do actually have a game to talk about tonight. I would say maybe Cliff Kingsbury.
Eh.
I don't know. Unless Kyler goes to the Giants, no.
Well, Cliff Kingsbury's in Washington right now.
I know.
But he
The
also
only way
grew.
Cliff
But
Kingsbury is going to leave there is if he has a quarterback that is good as or can be as good as Jaden Daniels, and that
But
would
he
be
has groomed both because he could do well with young quarterbacks. We saw him with Kyler Murray in Arizona. We're seeing it with Jaden Daniels in Washington. So I don't think Cliff Kingsbury would be a bad choice.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So, but listen, too early to play this game. Um, Trust me, I've been thinking about it since Monday. But one quick thing, did you hear about this? Jackson Dart's dad texted Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss.
Oh my goodness, no.
Yes, he did. And he said, "Hey, the Giants job is open." And he's like, "It's too cold in New York for me."
Oh
Don't
my.
blame him on that one.
Yeah, no, especially during the December, January month.
You know what? I can respect a man like that. Gentlemen, it's too cold for Lane Kiffin.
I'm like, I take that back just to start because the Giants can't play in January.
I wish I could punch you through the screen
Not
right
since
now
they've
for that.
gone boating. Not since they've
Yeah,
gone boating.
ever since they got Bowden before they played the Packers.
Oh, we're still on that.
And
They won a
and,
playoff game since the boat picture. I think it's time to move on to the boat picture.
and to think Odell Beckham Jr. is the only one out of that photo to win a Super Bowl.
That is very
That's
scary.
true.
Just
However,
saying.
we have been talking enough about other teams. Bill, why don't we get into tonight's game?
Okay, let's get into tonight's game, and I just want to say I guarantee you I'm gonna get a frame of the boat picture for Christmas, aren't I? But anyway, let's go for tonight's game. Let's actually talk about tonight's game. And that is the Jets and the Patriots, a good old school AFC East rivalry. We are very sad that our resident Jet fan, Danny Boy Reginald, is not here right now. But the Jets won two in a row.
Miracles
I know, I'm just
happen.
as shocked as you are.
Even the sun shines on a dog's butt every now and then.
As they beat Cleveland 27-20.
Yes, it's a win, but it's still Cleveland.
It is still Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland's never going to recover from the fact that they signed Deshaun Watson, but that's a topic for another time. The Jets winning two in a row is a very, very big thing. The return. I hate you.
Got him.
The
Got
return.
him. Got him.
The return of Justin Fields last week. He played very well. He 1,143 yards on the season, 6 touchdowns to 1 interception. Breece Hall benefited the most last week with a great week. Unfortunately for the Jets, they've lost Garrett Wilson for at least 4 weeks due to a knee injury. And with a team so decimated by injuries and also decimated from trades, this is probably more sour juice in the bucket than they needed.
Okay.
Patman.
I mean,
Yeah,
the Giants. The Jets, traded away 2 of their star defensive players. And yeah, they won a football game after doing that. Hey, good for you, New York Football Jets. But you're still a dumpster fire. You've been a dumpster fire for years. Yeah, hell, I hate to say it, you've been a dumpster fire since the butt fumble. I mean,
Hey, Giant fans got the boat pictures. Jets got the butt fumble.
Both a disgrace to humanity. At least
Yeah.
at least the butt fumble is hilarious to still look back 15 years later.
And neither one of them play in New York.
Nope, and they still play. And they still play in the toilet bowl known as MetLife.
God, I hate
I mean, it's just sad looking at the Jets because we're going into week 10. They only have 10 touchdowns.
Yeah,
it feels like I think it's 10. Let's see here. It's 10 touchdowns passing, rushing touchdowns. You have 6, so 16 total touchdowns. You have 2 wins.
You can't win a season like that.
Yeah. And it's not a jab at Aaron Glenn right now. He inherited the dumpster fire, and this just needs to turn into, F it, tank.
Just tank it at this point.
You already hit the blow up button. I mean,
Right. You got 2 first-round picks in 26 and 3 in 27.
and you're most likely going to have the first overall pick this year.
Right
Going
now,
to
that
be
would have
very
to be
close.
Tennessee.
Tennessee doesn't need a quarterback.
Yeah, no, they
Right.
do
They're
not.
they're fine with Cam Ward right now. So if
And they'll have Will Levis back next year. So
so Tennessee out of the picture. Jets are looking at the second overall pick. We'll go with they're getting a quarterback. Out of the quarterback class, I don't know my college quarterbacks right now. I'm just going to say
there are so many who are going to be jockeying for position. I think none better than Carson Beck, in my opinion.
So we'll go this. Carson Beck is your future Jets quarterback. I'm not saying you throw him to the Wolves right away. Have him sit behind Fields for a season
Right.
or two. I'm not saying 1 or 2. Okay, maybe if you are still doing subpar next year again, okay, then you throw him into the mix and have him start and see what he can do. We'll go with that. But it's just sad to see the Jets right now because everything looked promising. It was a breath of fresh air, and now we're here. It's like now. I'm not saying Aaron Glenn's a one and done year, but the way the Jets do business sometimes, he might be a one and done coach, and we won't see. And then you're hitting the Command R, Control Alt R, or delete button and hitting the refresh button.
Well, I think with Glenn, what he's done as his first year coach. Listen,
he's done a fantastic job in my opinion. It's just a dumpster fire for them.
yeah, listen, yeah, I think he has set a new energy into this team, and this team is could look slightly better than what they are. But here's my button, dude. My butt is I think he just wants to retool this team. And listen, you just said it best, Patchy. Patchman, you said it best. The Jets are an absolute freaking dumpster fire.
Real quick, Danny Boy, Reggie Arnold in the building. I
agree with Patch 100%. They're not a dumpster fire.
Here we go. Here we go. Debate time, ladies
in
and
the
gentlemen.
house.
Like
it's not a complete dumpster fire. It's like a lightly dumpster fire, not a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah, no, they're learning. It's a new regime. It's not supposed to be good. Like, what do you expect?
The dumpster fire part comes from them. You guys trading away, 2-year star.
That's getting rid of the losers. That's anticipating that they're not going to be long-term Jets for when this team does become good, that they're not part of it. That's a good thing that they're realizing. It's not a dumpster fire. No, they tried it out with Sauce. They tried it out with Quinnen, and all those guys. They thought it was going to work out. It didn't work out, and they pivoted. That's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to pivot if it doesn't work. We really need to give these people at least a season, maybe 2, to really determine how good they are. So that's what I see.
It's a league now where it's if you don't do something within the first 2 years, it's all right, bye.
But
bye.
I'm tired of the instant coffee. Aren't you tired of the instant coffee?
I'm tired of instant. I'd rather see a team develop over the years instead of every 2 years. It's guess what? We won 6 games. You know what? It's your fault, head coach. Goodbye. We'll see you later. And then you regress for 4 seasons, and then you get lucky and win 8 games for a season.
Yeah.
No, but I think right now, I think Reg is right. I think the Jets need to. I think Glenn has put a new energy into this team.
Yes, and I will 100% agree with that. No doubt about it. It's just it's the same old story for the New York football teams. It's just it's a constant cycle. There's build up, there's hope. You peak a little bit, and then you down the slippery slope in the bottomless pit of MetLife.
It's hard.
Absolutely.
It's hard to evaluate with this group yet because it's only 10 games. Sorry, I can't think right now. 9 games.
Yeah.
We're starting week 10 tonight.
Yeah, week 10 starts tonight, yeah. But it's only been 9 games and all. And Dan's correct. Here's the thing: the Giants, the Jets decided to trade away Sauce Gardner, which I think they absolutely fleeced Indianapolis for. And, they came out big on that one.
Well, time will tell.
We had
Only
brought
time will tell.
we had brought up Quinton Williams on Sunday regarding his regression over the last couple of years, and the question was more or less for the Jets is they let him go. Can Dallas make him back into what he was a few years ago? We don't know until he's out there. Now and if you look forward before we switch over to New England, if you look forward for the Jets, as Patchy and I pointed out, in 2026 they have 2 first-round picks. Now, right now it's looking at number 1 or number 2, as Patch pointed out, and it all depends on where the Colts finished. That's where their second one will be. But it's 2027 is huge. 3 first-round picks, and they don't need to use all 3.
Mhm.
They don't.
They can do a lot of work with those picks. They don't even need all 5. They can do some work for those picks to get exactly what they want to build this team quickly.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe get some big time offensive weapons. Maybe a receiver that can complement Garrett Wilson. Um, Shoring up that defense too. Though, to be quite honest with you, man, like, you know, I want my own quarterback. I don't want a quarterback being traded for those draft picks. You know,
So,
I want my own guy, whoever that is. It could be anybody. I don't care who.
so should the Jets hang on to Justin Fields next year? He's still under contract.
Well, I mean, it depends. If they want someone in 27, then they're going to stick with Fields. They'll probably get another backup because they can, and they'll write it out. Or maybe they have Brady Cook too on the roster. Um, he's from Mizzou. He's not great. He's third string, right? So they can probably do something with him too until they get their guy in 27. They can totally do that, and I'll be very much okay with that.
Yeah, but if you look right now how the draft order would be, and again, we're only in week 10, a lot can happen in 8 weeks.
Mm.
The Jets, as of now, would get the 5th pick, the number 5 pick.
Which is fine with
And
me.
that still lands you right in the middle of the quarterback drama because
So
Patch
they could
pointed it
get
out. Sorry, Patch pointed it out clearly that the team that's going to be at number 1 most likely will be the Titans. They got 2 quarterbacks. They got Levis and they got Cam Ward. They don't need a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
then
they
you
will be
got
looking somewhere else, and that's going to drop certain quarterbacks to a certain level.
because the three out of the 5 teams in the top 5 are going to need quarterbacks, and that's going to be okay. Well, at least 2 out of them: New Orleans and Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to
So
hear about Cleveland and a quarterback. They've had more quarterbacks than nuclear weapons have been launched in this country.
So the Jets, if they're looking to draft a new quarterback, they're gonna be, if the season were to end today and they would have the number 5 pick, they would not be in a bad position because 2 out of those 3, Titans aren't going to be looking for a new quarterback. Giants aren't going to be looking for a new quarterback. So, you can get Cade Klubnik from Clemson, Drew Allard from Penn State, Garrett Nussier from LSU. Of course, Arch Manning, but I don't know what's going to happen there. And and um and Mendoza from Indiana. So who knows?
Yeah.
But the but the but the yeah, but you know what? That's still a ways off, but should they look for a new quarterback?
Um. Eventually. All right. Patriots.
All right, let's flip the ball to the Patriots. Okay, the Patriots last week, the Patriots last week, they beat the Bucks 28-23. They are and and I have to ask, are they the best team in football right now?
No.
No.
Or the best story. I'm sorry, best story in football. My apologies.
Are they a good story? Yes, they're a good
they're-
story. Are they the best story? No, but yes, it's a nice
yeah,
change from what they have shown the last couple of years.
yeah, no, they're a good team. Good story. They're not the best team, and they're not the best story. I do like Drake May and how he's developed. I love the
Yes.
locker room that Vrabel has put out, and it's gonna be a tough thing to watch tonight for sure for the Jets. It's gonna be a really tough matchup.
I agree. Totally agree. Um, no, but because here's the thing. As much as they have been a good story so far, they've only beat two teams that are over 500. This whole Pat, you're on mute.
I know. Just because they've beaten only two teams over 500, wins are wins. We don't fault, when the Yankees beat up on the Tigers. Well, the Tigers were a good team on. We don't
I was
fault them
about
for
to
beating.
say, come on, they really
Let
didn't
me
beat up
rephrase
on the
that.
Tigers
Retract
this
that
year.
statement. I'm not just saying Tigers are good. The White Sox. We don't fault the Yankees. Oh, hey, the Yankees swept the White Sox. That means they won the division. Yay!
No,
Like big
look,
deal. You beat the
this
White
is
Sox.
a
Okay, who
this
cares?
is a new look New England team, coached by the right type of coach in Mike Vrabel. Vrabel has done a brilliant job in not only rebranding the defense, but also rebranding this offense. And let's be honest, they tried it with Mac Jones and it didn't work. Mac Jones is currently excelling in San Francisco. He'll get a starting job somewhere again. Drake May is not Tom Brady. Okay, let's make it clear.
Yeah, let's get that out
Drake
of the way
May is
now.
Drake May is finding his own though in this league, and he has proven that he can play in the professional level. You got Trey Henderson, who's having a great year on the ground, paired with Ramondre Stevenson. Which, sorry, you have Ramondre in the backfield. You got a good blocker for May. I think one of the biggest things, and Dan, tell me if I'm wrong, is the receivership core is not what he needs outside of Stephon Diggs.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, he's in the best spot right now. So, truthfully, no.
Okay.
Maybe they shore up the defense, but their defense is actually not that bad. So, it doesn't hurt to get a couple playmakers, that could be better off. Uh,
Yeah, so yeah, what do you okay, so what do you think Mike Vrabel's impact has been?
And he's given a Patriots team that's had hope for the first time I think since 2019.
yeah,
Ever since the regime ended.
yeah. Winning. It's a winning culture that he's building.
And he's been interactive with them and he has fostered on developing Drake May.
Yeah.
And what is the biggest reason for May's rise? I think it's Vrabel's impact on him.
Yeah. Well, that and it's the coaching that he has. McDaniels,
Yes.
who we always knew was a great offensive coordinator. Stink they never really got it as a head coach, but as an assistant coach, top tier offensive guy, great offensive mind. That has surely helped him. The way Vrabel has assembled his staff is top notch, and that I respect big time.
Yeah, the New
Absolutely.
England coaching staff has done a brilliant job, not just with Drake May, but this whole team all around. Are there mistakes that have been made here and there? Of course, there will be. The big key is for the year it's upcoming is make sure you're protecting Drake May. Don't
Yes.
don't don't let your offensive line become weak. Keep him protected, and he'll be fine.
Yes. Keep May protected.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your X factor for tonight, folks?
Jets offensive coaches have to come up with design plays for Justin Fields because he obviously cannot be a big time passing quarterback. We all know he stinks at that. So, design runs, options, and utilize Brees Hall. Brees is the guy. Garrett Wilson is going to be sidelined for a few weeks. Brees Hall is your best playmaker. So the offensive coaches, Tanner Engstrand, I'm calling on you to get the job done.
Oh, wait, Reg, who's your X factor for the Patriots?
To keep doing what they're doing. I think their defense is loaded. Their offense is loaded. They have to. To me, like I don't care about them. They're going to beat them anyway.
Patch.
Jets offense, man. If the Jets offense can get scoring early, and their defense, stops the very red hot New England Patriots offense, Jets might sneak out with a win, and that could be 3 in a row. I mean, and you always say when you win 3 in a row, you know what that's called?
A winning streak.
A winning streak.
Sex night?
I mean, whatever floats your boat down there, Mark. I'm not questioning anything with
Hey,
your
well,
question.
normally third date is sex night, so 3 wins in a row. I mean, they got wives.
You know what? 3 wins in a row. The Jets are winning it all again next year, or going to win it all next year for the first time. Super Bowl.
Funny.
Sorry, Dan.
Or better yet, put it 2 years down the road, and then they can win on their 60th anniversary, and then the Jets fans can be happy for the next millennium.
As for
Regardless.
As for X factors, I don't disagree with Patch and Dan. Is that the Jets offense needs to turn it up, especially Brees Hall with the loss of Garrett Wilson. For me on New England, it's not the offense. I think the offense will be fine. The defense has to make big plays and just give that offense a rest. I think you're going to see a lot. I like Justin Fields. I was excited when he came to New York for the Jets. I have a feeling he's going to have a 4-pick night.
If he
Okay.
throws the ball. If he throws the ball. In any case.
All right. So my X factor tonight is for the Jets. It's got to be Brees Hall. Like what Reggie said, Garrett Wilson's going to be out for a bit. I think Brees Hall is really going to have to step up as a playmaker. For the Patriots, I would say their defense got to cover Brees Hall, and their offense, Trey Henderson has been awesome lately. And please, Trey, get me some fantasy points tonight, please.
Oh, quit your begging.
I'm sorry, that run that Trey Henderson had last week where he broke it to the outside, man, that guy's got wheels.
Me, Trey. I'm in a fight for first place this week, please. Anyway. All right, guys, predictions for tonight.
Patriots by a lot.
Mark?
Give me the Patriots 35-10.
Patchman?
A little less, 27-10, Pats.
I'm going to say 28-14, Pats.
That's being very generous, but I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, my dear friend.
Thank you. All right. Thursday Night Gridiron. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you. Let's go, Jets.
Otani.
I'm not giving up on them. No matter what. I hope
That is devotion.
I hope I'm wrong tonight. Please subscribe to our channel. We would love that. Hit that button for notifications. You'll know when we go live and stuff. And follow all of our podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. SIP tomorrow, Friday. We'll obviously recap the Jets and look at the week 11 slate. It is week 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from all of us here at these, first I'd like to thank, of course, Danny Boy Reginald, Lawrence Pashman Lang, Mark Goldop, Sky Halpern. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Back to the hole I go.
Yeah, go back to the hole.
Patch goes back to his hole. He's gone.
Yeah.
So
I'm back
from
in the
all
hole.
of us here, stay safe and take care.
And thank you, Doug out of Millwood. We always appreciate you.
Got it. Case breaks coming soon, guys.
Boom, bam.
Screw the
Bye.
Cowboys.